A year ago today, we saw a significant amount of volume trading through for the first day, I think around $10 million or so. You're seeing an average trading volume of around $30 million. And it seems that you want to expand even further because of the significant uptake. Give us a sense of the year that was, some of the challenges that you experienced and the headway that you've made.
Thank you very much. In fact, the last 1 year saw a lot of activity on our exchange with members from across the continent, across Dubai, and a few of them from London coming over and becoming members and trading on our exchange in both the currency derivatives as well as the commodity derivatives markets. As you have rightly said, we are crossing $30 million of trading every single day. In fact, the last 250 days plus, we've been having the clearing and settlement going seamlessly, perfectly well, with the dollar being the currency in which the settlement takes place, and everything goes perfectly well within 1 hour. Though we are dealing with dollar across the markets, it takes 1.5 days for settlement for funds to move from one bank to the other. Here, we have arranged things in such a way that it happens in just 1 hour's time. In fact, the product offering, yes?
Yeah, Joseph, if I could just drill into the fact, I mean, you're talking about the product offerings being settled in US dollar. Give us an indication on whether you're planning to move on this front. We know that you obviously operate with Mauritian rupees as well, and you do trade currencies. Yes. Any appetite to start including other African currencies?
Yes, in fact, we're getting a lot of requests from brokers and entities in Kenya as well as Uganda to start trading in the Kenyan as well as the Ugandan shilling. In fact, we started receiving applications from Kenya as well as from Uganda from members who would like to start trading on our exchange. Once those applications are in place, we can immediately initiate process of trading in these currencies. And as far as these two currencies are concerned, the settlement would be in the local currency, not in US dollars, because that's what the entities there are demanding, and we are okay with that. Banks are ready to have the settlement in the local currency.
Joseph, that is of course exciting news. So tell us, in terms of your client mix, who are your clients? Are we looking at African exchanges, or is there a mix between the smaller investors to the large institutional investors?
Yes, in fact, we have brokers from Mauritius, from Kenya, from Dubai, and as I said, from London and Pakistan as well. In fact, maybe in the next 1 year, we'll be able to convert all those requests and the interest shown from different players within the African continent, especially when we start introducing the equity products into these markets. We are talking about international equities, not the local equities. We're also targeting the large number of mining companies in this continent. This continent is rich in minerals and metals. But you'll agree with me that most of them go away to Canada and Australian markets to list and to source their funds. We are trying to bring them back into this continent and create a robust secondary market in this continent. So the investors from Africa and investors from abroad who would like to have a go at the African equities can come and trade in US dollars on these equity products.
Taking a look at, well, this is subject to regulatory approval, of course, and you alluded to the fact that you want to implement the likes of equity, cash and derivatives to the overall offering. Give us a little bit of a sense in terms of regulation and how this affects GBoT. Have you found that regulators within the industry have been very amenable to your suggestions and, of course, allowing you to trade in different product mixes?
Yeah, for example, if you are looking at the currencies like the Kenyan shilling and the Ugandan shilling, the central banks of both these countries are quite happy that we are going to introduce the products for trading. In fact, we have the Rand, which we've introduced. We have the local Mauritian rupee, which we have introduced for trading. We have the buy-in from the agreements from all the regulators to allow the futures of these currencies to be traded on our exchange. Again, if you look at the equity markets, we are regulated by the FSC of Mauritius, who's very keen that Mauritius itself, which is the international financial center, really goes into the center part of the capital markets in the world. And Mauritius, as a jurisdiction, has already attracted about 30,000 international entities here in the capital market. And they would like these entities to have access to good products, and which will really create a lot of vibrancy in this economy.
The highest daily volume ever experienced was in July this year of around $65 million. Are we expecting those kind of flows again? And how have the flows been recently, given the fact that we have seen quite a bit of risk aversion within the market?
Yeah, see, it's the nature of markets to go up and down. There's a lot of risk, but there are people who have a good appetite for risk as well. And as the number of players grow, more number of entities become our members. If you would also notice that we introduced the WTI as a product about a month and a half ago. And there's a lot of people who would like to ensure that they use these tools to mitigate their risk, their respective risks. And over a period of time, the volumes would grow because more and more people would start appreciating the need to constantly evaluate the risk in respect of the liabilities and assets and take positions.
So, Joseph, you've got gold, silver, crude, WTI, as you alluded to, euro dollar, pound dollar, Japanese yen versus the dollar. There's quite a few products that you offer. Which is the most popular right now? Where are you seeing the most activity?
Right now, it's the euro dollar and the gold, most popular.